Dislike.
Dislikable people. Yeah, let's say that. I don't like saying the BAD word. But some people are. Not everybody's a nice person. What do you think makes a good person? What characteristics, what do you think makes a good person?
I think to create a good person, you need to have kindness,
Kindness,
courage,
courage.
and being a good listener.
Good listener. Yeah, true. Not just me, but actually listen to what the other person is saying. Very good answer. Anything else?
Etc.
Etc.
Yeah.
Etc. That's an easy way of avoiding answering any more questions. How's Hanorama today?
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Did you have school today?
Yes.
How was school? School is good?
No.
Oh, you don't like your school?
Sometimes.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. What was bad today?
Many exercise.
So a lot of work, huh? That could make it boring sometimes. Too many exercises to do. Oh, well. You'll be out of that soon, and then you'll be complaining about work. You think you have a lot of exercises in school. Wait till you get to work. And it never stops. All right, Hannah, you've been doing really well in your interest 10 for speaking. So we're going to do our test now about Bethany Hamilton, and I'm going to ask you a few questions about the lessons that we did to get started. Are you ready?
Yes.
Even if you said no, we were going to start anyway. All right. So our first topic today is going to be about adventure. Why not? The term was called adventures, right? We talked about so many people that had so many different adventures in their life. We may as well talk about adventure. So the first one is, do you like adventure? Oh,
yes.
Why is my camera off? What's going on? Just
yes.
off the whole time? No, couldn't be off the whole time. What happened there? I'll cut that part. Do you like adventure?
Yes, I like it.
What kind of adventures have you had in your life?
Here in life is on.
What kind of adventure have you had? What kind of adventure have you gone on before? Maybe with your classmates or your family? What would you think is an adventure that you did already?
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. What kind of adventure is that? Singing adventure?
No. Have the time with my family or friends.
Up to you. You could tell me about something you did with your friends or something you did with your family. I know you went to Nha Trang. It's an adventure when you go to another city and you go try new things. What have you done?
Explore everything.
Where?
In the forest, on the beach, in the mountain, in the high mountain.
Okay, so you did some adventuring there. What do you think makes an adventure fun? What's the best part about doing it?
If you I think if you go on adventure with your friends, it will be much more interesting than if you go alone.
Exactly. That's what the answer I've been looking for with the other students. What makes it fun? It's usually the people you do it with. You have the memories, yeah? so you can talk about it in the future. Do you remember when we climbed that mountain and you almost fell off?
No.
Do you remember when we were climbing that mountain and we ran into a bear?
No.
Nope. I do, because that happened to me. I had to get rescued with a helicopter. Yeah, the helicopter. Yeah, I had to come and rescue me because the bear was going to eat me. Big grizzly bear.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, I used to work for an oil company, and we were doing maps way out in the forest in the mountains in British Columbia, Canada. And Sparwood, BC is where we were based. And we'd get up in the morning and we'd get on helicopters to fly way out into the mountains, and they'd drop us off there. And we had a camp, and we stayed there, and then we had helicopters there at the camp. And then every morning we'd get up and they'd take us. It was like 1,500 kilometers, this whole area. It was all these mountain ranges. And they'd drop us off at all these places, and we had to hike through the mountains and the forests and make maps. I won't get into the details. Surveying is what it was. And one day they dropped us off way up on the side of a mountain, and we were traveling along the side of the mountain like this, and we came over a cliff, and right at the bottom, not a cliff, but a hill. At the bottom of the hill, I'm here, and then here was a big grizzly bear digging in the ground. And it's like, oh my God. And then the grizzly bear came around me, and he was going to attack me from behind, and the helicopter had to come in and scare the bear away from me. And then we had to go back to work.
Oh my God.
It was quite an adventure. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Now that I know I'm alive, ouch, yeah, I'm still alive. It's really cool that it happened. But when it happened, my heart was in my throat, and I had an axe in one hand and a bear spray in the other hand. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. It was pretty cool.
And you run very fast.
Well, when you're scared, everybody can run fast. But the problem is you can't outrun a bear. A bear can run like 50 kilometers an hour. So you can't outrun a bear. You have no chance. You play dead and you hope he doesn't eat you. That's all you can do. But anyway, that's what made the adventure fun for me. If you could take an adventure anywhere in the world, what would it be? Or where would it be? What would you do? Where would you want to go?
I go to camping on the beach because I want to see the sun rays and wake up.
Sun rays and wake up. So wake up at sunrise.
Sunrise.
Yeah, sunrise. Rise in the sky. That's a beautiful idea to have. You can do that someday.
Mm.
Yeah, but you've never done it yet. Not yet.
Right.
Did you do that before? Did you ever go camping at a beach before?
No.
No. But in the future you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I would love to do that too. I'm a big believer that that's when you should wake up every day. You should keep your windows open, no curtains. And when you sleep, and then you just wake up because the sun comes in and wakes you up naturally. No alarm clock.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. And there's no alarm clock. The sun comes in, it wakes you up. It's natural. And you feel so much better. Oh, and you start your day early in the morning.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Me too.
Good. All right. So let's go to
topic 2.
Yeah. Let's go to topic 2. We're in topic 2, and this one we're going to talk about people because we talked about all the adventures in our lessons, and they were all different people. So I want to know what you think about people. And my first question for you is, if you could meet anyone in the world, who would it be and why? Mr. Trevor?
No.
Unbelievable.
You know Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Swift. Yeah, Taylor Swift, the singer.
Yeah.
The American singer. So you like her music?
Yes. The song is Love story.
Love story. I haven't listened. I've heard songs from her, but I don't follow her, so I don't know which one's which. But I know she's very successful, and I know that she was an American Idol, I think, when they first found her. Not first found her, but when she was first discovered, when people actually knew who she was. If I remember correctly, and I'll check on Google when I edit this test for you, and I'll put the information there for you. But I think she was a contestant in American Idol, and she didn't win. She was like number 2, I think. But she was so good, and everybody liked her so much with her voice and everything, that she ended up becoming famous anyway. I think so, but I'll put it on the video here for you so you can see. Taylor Swift. So you just want to meet her because she's one of your favorite singers, artists?
No.
No? So why do you want to meet Taylor Swift?
Yeah, because I like it. I like the song, song. Song.
So just about the one song, you just want to tell her, I love that song.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, okay. Would you say hi?
No.
Would you want her autograph?
No.
You want her money?
No.
You want to have pizza with her?
No.
You just want to say, I love your song?
Yes.
Send her an email. Cheaper. All right. Okay. So what do you think? Around the world, we have 8 billion people. That's a lot of people. Probably more than chickens.
8 billion.
More than 8. Yeah. In the world, we have more than 8 billion people now. But the population is going to go up a little, but it's going to go down again in another 10, 20 years. So we don't have to worry about overpopulation. That's not a problem. But that's not the point. The point is that some people are very good people. Some people are okay, and some people are dislikable people. Yeah, let's say that. I don't like saying the BAD word. But some people are. Not everybody's a nice person. What do you think makes a good person? What characteristics? What do you think makes a good person?
I think to create a good person, you need to have kindness, courage, and being a good listener.
Good listener, yeah, true. Not just me, but actually listen to what the other person is saying. Very good answer. Anything else? Etc. Etc. That's an easy way of avoiding answering any more questions. What do you look for in your best friends, with your friends? What's the number one thing that you make rules with your friends?
I think she is a good listener.
So the most important thing for you and your friends is that they're good listeners and you're a good listener to listen to the other people's problems?
Yes. She's always helped me when I need help.
Okay, so she's always there. She's very helpful. Dependable. Helpful and dependable. Dependable means you can depend on her. If she says she's going to do something, she does it. Right? Like you depend on your parents, right? If they say they're going to feed you, you expect they're going to feed you. Right? Are they going to pick you up? They're not going to forget you. They're going to come pick you up when they say, I'm going to pick you up at 8:00. And they come get you. You can depend on them. You know they'll come. You trust them.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That's what I would say. The trust. Right? You know, there's nothing I hate more I'd hate using the word hate. I should say the thing or the characteristic I dislike the most is people who lie. Because if they're lying all the time, you can't trust them. Right? You never know if they're telling the truth. Some people in this world, too, are very lucky. fortunate. Maybe their families are rich. They have lots of opportunity. Some are gifted with natural skills and are talents. Then they can develop their skills to be amazing people. We all have skills and talents, but we have to find them in order to capitalize on them, to be able to work on them, to improve them. But some people have very difficult lives. Why do you think some people have difficult lives?
In my opinion,
Of course.
because they don't have jobs or education, they don't have money to cover their living expenses.
Very good answer. Exactly. Keyword being education, right? If you don't have skills, it's hard to get a good job. If you don't have a good job and you're not smart, it's hard to make money. And then you end up having to do a bad job, a hard job, and they only pay a little bit. Hard to have a family, hard to have a house, hard to pay for medical and all the different things. Yeah, education is the big thing, right? You have to take advantage of as much education as you possibly can and put it in your head that it's something you're just going to do forever. Forever, forever, forever. I'm always going to learn new things. Never, I have a piece of paper. That's it. I don't have to study no more. I don't have to learn anything. Pay me. Yeah. You're not going to go up the ladder very fast. You're going to stay right where you are. And probably someone will come in who's better and replace you. And then they'll take your job. So you have to have skills. And learning English is a very good skill because a lot of people need smart English-speaking employees. That's true. All right, little missy, we're going to shoot off to do our lesson review on Bethany Hamilton, the superstar sensation kid who had a very bad day and ran into a shark. That was rough.
A big shark.
A big tiger shark. That's right. So that's where we're going to go now. Okay, so there's our review about Bethany Hamilton and her adventure surfing one day. Not a good adventure, but luckily she's okay and healthy, and it didn't stop her from living her life. She's not a victim. All right, so I'm going to ask you some questions about that lesson and see how much you understand, see how good your comprehension is, which is very important. Build up that vocabulary, and we have to understand what we're reading. So the first question I'm going to ask you here today is, what was Bethany doing when the shark attacked? I don't mean like holding onto the board. I should have said, what was she doing before the shark attacked? All right, like, what was happening? And then all of a sudden the shark came. What was she doing?
She was waiting for the next big wave.
That's true, but what was she doing with her body? Was she standing on the board looking at the wave? What was she doing?
She was lying sideways on her surfboard. Oh no.
Yeah.
The shore.
No, she was lying on her board. Right, she's laying on the board, waiting, but she was doing something. Her arm was in the water. Yeah, she was on the board, but her arm was dangling in the water, and then the shark came and bit her arm off. And part of the surfboard. So the arm and a piece of the surfboard, and ripped it off. Bad day.
No, that's good.
Bad day. Yeah, no, she was laying. You're right. She was waiting for the surf because they're on their surfboards. They paddle out further out into the sea, and then they wait. They watch the surges, like the big lumps coming, and they try to pick a good one. Okay, that looks like a good wave, and then that's when they turn around and they start paddling back, and then the wave comes in behind and picks them up so they can surf down the wave back to the beach, and then they paddle back out again and wait for another wave. A lot of waiting. Okay, you got that. What were Bethany's friends doing when she got attacked? What were they doing?
Her friends were floating nearby and looking out to sea.
Yeah, they were doing the same thing. They're just waiting for a nice wave to come, having a good old day on the water. Yeah, that's what they were doing. The same thing. Is Bethany the only person who likes surfing in her family?
No,
No,
Bethany's parents are post team surfers.
both keen surfers. That's right. So everybody surfs in her family. They all like to go surfing. What does keen mean? Both keen surfers. Do you know what keen means?
It's to parents like it,
Liking. Yeah.
both like it.
Yeah. If we say you're keen on something, it means you really like doing it. You're very interested in it. You're keen on it. You want to do it a lot. Yeah, that's what keen means. That's correct. That's correct. Would you like to try surfing?
No,
No.
I don't know swimming.
Don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
Would you like to learn to swim?
Nope.
You don't want to learn how to swim? Really?
Yes, no.
Yeah. You can learn anytime. You can be an adult and still learn how to swim. It's not hard. Usually it's just the fear because we're scared. And that's usually what's the problem. Once you get over that, then you can learn to swim. It's not difficult. You just have to want to do it. Okay, so the whole family is a surfing family. She's out surfing with friends. This horrible tragedy accident happens. But only 10 weeks later, what did Bethany do 10 weeks after the attack?
Oh. She was surfing again in a competition.
Yeah, only 10 weeks. That's the same as our term. So it's like you got attacked by a shark lesson 1. And today is 10 weeks, right? Test is week 10. So, and today you go surfing again. That's fast.
Oh my God.
Only 10 weeks. And she's already surfing in a competition.
Really incredible.
It is really incredible. And that's why we're reading the story, right? Accidents happen, but don't let it stop you. Live your life. It's so important. So important to just do what you really believe in and what you love to do. I think that's part of the message. I think she does public speakings at schools to tell people that, it doesn't matter what happens. You learn to deal with it and you move on and you keep living life. And I think she's very inspiring. Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think? If you were attacked by a shark, do you think you'd go back in the water?
What?
If you were attacked by a shark, if you were Bethany Hamilton, would you go surfing again?
I think I can leave. I don't know.
That's tough. Yeah.
I'm so scared.
Of the water or sharks or both?
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Scared.
Scary.
No, something is scary. That's an adjective, but I am scared of something. So I'm so scared about
the lose my arm.
I think most people who had their arm bitten off by a shark and survived would probably be scared to go back in the water. I think I'd be scared. When I was younger, maybe I would have went surfing again. But today, if a shark bit my arm off, I probably wouldn't go swimming again. But she's saying don't let it bother you. It's 1 in 100 million chances. You got a better chance of getting hit by a motorcycle than being bit by a shark. It's so rare that you should still live. Don't let it get to you. Don't let fear win. Fight it back. Now, when she was 13 years old and she was such an incredible surfer, you can see that in her, and when she has both arms, all right, a lot more balance. Everybody thought, wow, she's so good. She's going to be a world champion. She's so good. Did other surfers think she would be a professional surfing champion after the shark attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
They thought that Bethany was going to be the women's world champion on day after the accident. They haven't changed their mind.
Yeah, they didn't think that it was going to stop her. They thought she would still become a world champion. But it's got to be hard because you can see in one picture how she's using her arms to balance, right? You see them when they walk on the tightrope, yeah? And they're walking on the rope, right? They have to use their arms to balance, yeah? To keep the weight so that they can stay on it. So I'm sure surfing is very much the same thing. So I would think that was a disadvantage to only have one arm to try to surf those big waves. It had to have an effect. Because when I searched her on Google, I couldn't find anything that said that she did become a world champion. Because that's 20 years ago. So if she would have been a champion, she would have been one by now. She's 33 now. So she did win. She did win some competitions. But I don't think she ever did become a world champion. And I'm sure, well, my opinion, I think it must have caused a problem only having one arm. It has to mess with your balance for sure, I think. But I'm not a surfer, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a tightrope walker. So I don't know. Just my guess. But as far as I know, she did not become a world champion. All right. Very good. Very good. I liked your answers. Those were really good and clever. A lot of thought in them. Your sentence structures are getting much better. Your reading, I mean, you've only been with us a few terms, but you've been with us a while now, and your reading has gotten much better. Your pronunciation's much better. But there's still some words you kind of miss a few sounds, but that's just practice. You know, it's just practice. So the more we keep practicing and reading and asking questions and building vocabulary, the more and more and more and more you develop your skill, just like everything in life. So you're doing very, very, very good, Hannah Rana.
Thank you.
You make me crazy, but you're doing good.
Thank you so much.
You and Bella. Make me lose all my hair. All right. So next week, we're going to go to interest 12. We're going to skip 11.
Oh, yeah.
This was adventures, interest 10. So next week, we'll do interest 11, lesson 1. So I will see you in a week.
Goodbye.
Merry Christmas. Good morning. Go back to bed.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.